Now, soap making with lye can be really intimidating, but I'm going to show you today that soap making done safely can even be done by kids. Hey friends, it's Barbara Sue at Kowalski Mountain and welcome back to the homestead. Now today is the Soap of the Month Club day where we are making the soap of the month. And yes, so many people comment on my videos and say they would love to make soap, but they're afraid of using lye. And today I'm going to show you that when done safely, that soap making can even be done by kids. And I have a sidekick.
Addison.
Tell me your name.
Addison.
Now Addison is my granddaughter and she is visiting Kowalski Mountain for a few weeks. Now tell my YouTube friends how old you are.
I am 8 turning 9.
8 turning 9, very soon, right?
Mm-hmm. In July.
Now, before Addison got to make soap with me today, Addison had to do what?
I had to watch videos on safety with lye.
Yes, so down in the description box below, I always tell you about the safety videos about how to use lye safely, and Addison watched those videos before we started. And what are some things you learned?
You have to wear long sleeve thing, you know? You have to wear pants, toes, clothes, shoes. You have to wear goggles, and you also have to use what's it called? Glass, stainless steel. I think.
Yeah. And what are we gonna put on our hands?
You're gonna put gloves so when you touch, it protects your hands from the lye.
Yes.
And that's why you also wear long sleeves.
Now I was able to find kid-size gloves on Amazon, and they come in a couple of different sizes. They come in a size for much smaller children, and then this is a 7 to 14 years old age that I got for Addison because she's
8.
Year 8, and so I thought this would be best for her. And I also didn't think that I'd have any kids younger than her doing soap. Now, one thing I still want to stress. Lye is a dangerous chemical, and Addison and I have been talking about that. But the most important thing to remember that as long as we follow the safety rules with lye, that soap making is going to be a fun and safe experience. Addison's mommy is in the Soap of the Month Club, and she is getting the soap every month. Mm-hmm. So what do you guys think about it?
We really like it. We use it every time we wash ourselves.
When you wash yourselves? Because I send you 2 bars every month, right? Mm-hmm. And your mommy keeps 1.
And I get 1.
And you get 1. And do you have a favorite one so far?
Probably.
We had a cinnamon soap. We had a chocolate peppermint soap. We had the pink 3-color soap. We had the green spearmint soap.
I liked the first one you said.
The first one, the cinnamon.
Mm-hmm.
The sweet orange cinnamon soap has been a favorite of every single person who's gotten the soap so far.
Really?
Yes,
wow.
Everybody loves that. Now, Addison has never made soap before, and so we're going to talk about some of the things about soap just because she's never done it. Now, do you know what soap is made of?
It's made of, I don't know.
Okay, so soap is made of lye. We talked about that already.
I know that.
And we know that lye is a dangerous chemical, and this is also called sodium hydroxide. Now, the other thing that soap is made out of is oil. So Gigi already measured all the oils, but I want you to see what they are. Now, some of these oils I didn't want to melt in the sun. So this first one, this is my basic soap making recipe. I've used this for all of the soaps I've made so far. So one of the things it has in it is cocoa butter. And cocoa butter is the hardest oil that's in our soap. Now I want you to check it out. What do you think about that?
It smells nice.
Doesn't it smell nice?
It smells like chocolate.
It does, because it's made, it's cocoa butter. This is actually my favorite one. It smells so good.
That was food. I would eat it.
You would eat it. Okay, let's put that back out of the sun. Now another oil that is in my soap, this is called shea butter.
Oh yeah, I have a body wash because we buy body washes and then we get your soap of the month. I have a body wash and a shampoo and they're both smelled like shea butter.
Do you want to feel this?
Feels weird.
Feels weird.
Feels like butter, but a little hard.
It is hard. So these are the hard oils that are in the soap. Let's look at another one. Now this one you might be familiar with. This is called coconut oil.
Yeah, my mom uses this.
Yep, you might use this for cooking or skincare. Don't wipe it on the table. You should have got a paper towel. Wipe it on your skin.
It's very smooth.
It's very smooth. And it's melting in the sun. Let's get that out of the sun. Okay. Now the rest of the oils that are in my soap is, we have olive oil. You guys use olive oil in your kitchen? And this is avocado oil. Do you use that at home? Now this oil you might not use. This is called castor oil.
I've heard of it. Never.
Yep. And this is the last oil. This makes bubbles in your soap.
Bubbles?
Now, does any of this look like soap yet?
No, it looks like oils.
It's oils. But what happens when we combine oil and lye? It's going to saponify. Now what I want you to think about is, let's pretend, and I wish I had some, let's pretend that you have a yellow ball of Play-Doh. So we're going to rewind here for a minute. While we were making soap, I was trying to explain to Addison what saponification was. The saponification is when lye and oils become a new substance. Now, did you understand what I was talking about? No. So we're going to do it today with something that Addison does understand. So, this is not Play-Doh. Believe it or not, I could not find Play-Doh in normal colors. They only had weird colors, so hopefully this will work. So I have a ball of yellow
I love all this.
foamy stuff.
Yeah, it's like
This is the lye. So yellow is lye.
okay, and
Okay.
green is the oil.
Green is the oil.
So this is oil, pretend.
Let's take a little bit of it. Let's just take half of it. We don't need all of it. Yeah, this is weird.
I like how it feels.
You like it? Okay.
I do.
So, I've got my yellow lye.
And I've got my green oil.
Okay, now I want you to mash them together and start mixing them. Now this would represent what the stick blender does. When you're using the stick blender and you're putting your hands down, this would represent the stick blender. When you're mixing this together, the stick blender
I think we have too much green.
is mixing, it does look like that.
We need more yellow.
It is mixing it together into a new color. Now this should be blue.
It's green.
Why is it not blue?
I don't know.
Keep mixing, keep mixing. It'll work.
Or will it? Yeah, there's no more yellow.
Keep mixing. Remember, you're not to trace yet. You're mixing with that stick blender. Mixing,
It's
mixing.
green. We need literally.
I know, it didn't turn blue. That's okay. It didn't turn blue, but that's okay.
We need more yellow.
I don't think that's going to help. But at this point, your Play-Doh
Would be
Is-
blue.
is saponified.
And
It's no longer lye and oil, it's now soap. Now I want you to take the lye back out. Can you get the yellow back out?
no.
No, because it's a brand new chemical, right?
Yes.
So they are bonded together. Now, one of the biggest worries that people have about soap is the lye in it. And when soap making is done properly, and when your lye is properly dissolved, it's no longer lye after it's saponified. It's now a new chemical, which is soap. So I'm disappointed that the color didn't change. But do you understand the concept? That the oil and the lye mix together and they become a new chemical? You understand it now? And you understand that you can't take the lye back out once you mix it all in, right? Because it's all mixed up.
Like, yeah, I can't take the yellow out because there is no yellow.
That's right.
Turned blue. Pretend.
We'll pretend it turned blue. It turned, well, it kind of looks the same. But
Lighter.
That's okay. The concept is the same. It's a new chemical compound, and that's when it becomes soap. Okay, so let's get these out of here.
We need our gloves.
Not yet.
And our goggles.
Not yet. We got lots of things we got to do first. Now, for today's Soap of the Month Club, we are making
coffee soap for my mom.
coffee soap. Now, your mommy really likes coffee, doesn't she?
She loves it.
What about Aunt Faith? Does she like coffee?
Does she? I don't know. She does.
She does like coffee. So they are going to be really excited about coffee soap. Now, what we had to do was, what did we do?
We had to make sure the coffee was at the right temperature, make sure it was like really cold.
That's right. So we brewed this coffee several hours ago, and it came to room temperature. Now, the next thing that we're going to put in it is
coffee grounds.
Coffee grounds. Do you know what this is going to do?
No.
This is going to
Make the smell?
be for exfoliation. Now this is fresh coffee. I did not use the old grounds. The reason that we use fresh grounds is because it's a better exfoliant than grounds that are used. I don't know if it is or not, but that's what we're going to go with. Now, something else.
Oh, it's the smell, right?
The smell. You like
Coffee.
soap that smells good, right?
Yes, I do.
Now, believe it or not, putting the coffee in the soap,
Does not make it smell like
it's not going to smell good. And actually,
We have this coffee scent.
right? Actually, when we start making the soap, it's going to smell like burnt coffee.
Burnt? I don't
Burnt.
like burnt coffee. I
No.
don't even like coffee.
But the soap is not going to smell like burnt coffee. So what we want to add is, now this says it's an essential oil. I didn't know you could buy coffee essential oil.
I like it.
Does it smell like coffee?
Yeah, it does.
Do you think your mommy's going to like that?
Yeah.
Okay. Now for Addison's sake, I've already pre-measured all of the oils, so she didn't have to do that. You are going to measure the essential oil. Now let me look at my recipe.
It smells like coffee.
I don't know if we're going to have enough. We need 40 grams.
Okay.
So you are going to pour that in until it gets number 40. Don't rest it on the jar or you're going to be measuring that. Okay. So it's up to 11. Go slow. 15. We're up to 22. Going slow. 27. Going slow. 30. Going slow. Looks like we're going to do 30. Woohoo! Only have 30. That's fine. I didn't
29. 30. 21.
Every time you move the table, it messes up the scale. So,
That
because I knew I was never probably going to make coffee soap again, I didn't want to buy a bunch. So 30 will be fine. So, to anchor the fragrance, we're going to add clay. So you are going to measure 2 teaspoons of, I just handed you the teaspoon.
This one?
Yeah. 2 teaspoons of kale and clay. Shake it off. That's good.
Put it in here.
Yep.
First time making soup.
Exciting, huh?
It smells like coffee out here.
There you go. Perfect. Now go ahead and stir that up.
What's this?
Yep. Something I have learned is that the bees like essential oils.
It does. It
So
does.
let's put a cover on it. So hopefully the bees will not find us. The next thing that Addison is going to learn before we make soap is this is the...
Stick blender.
It is the stick blender. Have you ever used one?
No.
No. Now, we're going to practice with the stick blender before we use soap, because I want you to get used to it. So this is the handle, and you just push the button. So we're going to turn it down. Now, one of the things you're going to do is you're going to put it in the water, and you're going to burp it. So to burp it, let me show you how to burp it. I should have put more water in it. You just burp it to get the air bubbles. You see how they're coming out? So I want you to do it this time. You burp it. Okay, now go ahead and turn it on. And let's turn it down. Try that. Now one thing, let's stop. One thing you want to do is you don't want to pull it out of the water when it's on. So go ahead and put it back in, burp it, turn it on, turn it off, and then you're good. So do you feel good with that?
Mm-hmm.
I want it slow. Does that seem slower?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay, so we're going to use one. Do you feel ready?
Mm-hmm. Now we need our gloves and everything.
Yes, we're going to put this water.
Here's your goggles.
Here's my goggles.
My goggles.
You're wearing my goggles, actually.
Oh well. Why do I need bigger ones?
Do you need me to do it?
Why?
Okay, we got to stop. Now, I pre-measured all of the oils for Addison to make it easy for her. So this is the cocoa butter and the shea butter and the coconut oil. Those were the solid butters. And this is the olive oil and the avocado oil and the castor oil. Go ahead and dump it in. Now, one thing about soap making is we have to measure accurately or our soap might not come out right. Now, I want you to check the temperature. So just push the little button.
Which one?
Right here. So
Oh.
right here. And take the temperature. Don't just point it. So what's the temperature?
118.9.
Yes.
Fahrenheit.
So our oils are just about perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and put these back in the hot water. Now we are ready for our safety equipment. So goggles on.
That's mine.
You want these?
Yes.
Okay, goggles on. Here, let's take a picture together. Just smile at the camera. This will be our thumbnail picture.
Okay.
You ready? You gonna do something goofy?
No.
No? Okay. Now we're gonna put on our gloves, so get out 2 gloves.
One.
Now for the rest of the time,
We're gonna have gloves and goggles.
we are gonna have gloves and goggles on, even until the dishes are done.
Yeah, because the lye is gonna be in your dishes, and you don't want to get on your hands because it will burn your skin.
That's right.
It will eat it up.
Your gloves are a little bit bigger than I really wanted them to be. Okay, you need help?
No.
And I also want to roll your sleeve up just a little bit, just so it won't be like down in your way. Is that okay?
Yeah.
You feel good about that?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so the first thing...
You also don't want to touch your face.
That's right. You were paying attention in the video. I'm glad to hear that. I'm going to measure the sodium hydroxide.
The lye?
Yeah. And we need 122 grams. Or do you want to measure it?
I want to measure it.
Okay, so we need to do it slowly. So now that it's open, we're careful the rest of the time. So go ahead and dump it in. Wait a minute. Okay, go ahead.
How many?
122. Slow. We're up to 97, or it's going to go fast. 113. Almost there. Okay, we need 2 more grams, 3 more grams. 1 more gram. Oh, see how that happened?
Yeah.
Now, something else I saw was you splashed some of your lye. So, now one of the reasons that we need to be sure this is accurate is because if we don't measure correctly, the soap won't saponify. So I want you to try that again. Just dump this into that one slowly. 122 grams. Hundred and 102. Okay, let me get you just a second. Just a second.
Can you do the rest?
No, you wanted to do it. You're going to commit. 106. I can't see what it says. 124. Okay, that's fine. We can deal with that. So we're just going to use the spatula. What are we at now?
122.
Perfect. Okay, so this is going to go back into the jar. Okay, so first thing you're going to pour in is the coffee.
Coffee?
Yep. And the coffee's all been pre-measured. Okay, put that to the side. Let's move that to the side. Now we're going to dump in the lye. Now listen to me. This is going to heat up. It can heat up to 200 degrees. So it can get very, very hot. Okay? So go ahead and dump it in. And we're going to use the spatula to get it all out.
Can you
Go
wash
ahead.
the dishes?
I'm going to wash the dishes. So start stirring. And I want you to hold your bowl with one hand and stir with the other.
You don't want to make...
Just hold the top.
You want to make sure you don't splash it.
That's right. Do you start to smell the burnt coffee smell?
Mm-hmm.
I can smell it. Now we want to make sure that the lye is completely dissolved. Because if we don't dissolve all of the lye,
It can burn you.
it can leave lye in your soap and it can burn your skin.
And that means...
Yeah, this is crazy. I'm so surprised it smells like burnt coffee. It really does.
I didn't know coffee could be burnt.
Oh yeah, it can be burnt. You're doing a good job. You're not splashing. Now I want you to stop for just a minute. And I want you to check the temperature of the coffee. Why don't you see how much it is? What is it? 208.
208.4.
Can you believe that?
That's
Let me get a pot holder. Just 1 second. Now we need this to cool down to about 115. So I want you to stir it a little bit, holding on the side and stirring.
It's really hot out here.
Mm-hmm. That's the sucky part about doing soap making in the summer, huh? Actually, it's still spring, but it is hot out here. It's actually a gorgeous day.
It's just hot over here.
Are you splashing? I thought I heard a splash.
No, I know this.
And you don't want to lean on the bowl, you're just holding the bowl. Let's see what the temperature is outside. It's 73 degrees. It is a gorgeous day in Kentucky.
It feels like it's higher than that. It feels like that.
Will you go into the house and ask Papa to give you a big bowl with ice in it?
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
All right, so the temperature of our coffee is still at what?
160. It keeps going up.
It's at 166. So we're going to put this on ice to help cool that down. Now I want you to hold the side of the bowl and I want you to stir because remember the lye is in there, okay? So we're not splashing. we're doing our stirring gently. And this is going to go down in temperature. We're at 160, 157. We need it to be between 110 and 115. And let me check the oils. Now the oils are at about, they're perfect. They're at 112. Now we're getting down there. We're at 138. And when we're checking a temperature, we always make sure we don't get the temperature of the spatula, but of the actual liquid. So we're coming down. We're at 120.5. And what did I say we needed?
100. Oh, you need it between 110 and 115.
Good. Uh-oh, where are we at? Let's take it out.
12.
Let's take it out. Oh, no, put that back in there. Take the ice out.
Oh, how?
Put that on the ground. So we're at 108.6.
Now what?
And we're at 113. Okay, so this is where, look at me, this is where the magic of saponification is going to happen. We're going to take this oil and this coffee lye water solution, and we are going to transform it into soap. Are you ready?
What about the coffee grounds?
Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so what we do is we put this into our bowl, and you always put the lye into the oil.
Yeah, because if you put the whatever liquid into the lye, it will make a big explosion.
It can make a volcano, that's right. So I want you to gently pour onto the spatula. That helps reduce, hold onto the side of the bowl so you have a good handle. Not near your hands. Perfect, perfect, perfect. We're going to put this to the side. Let me not put that on the ground. Okay, now this is where you've already practiced,
you have to
remember?
be super careful.
So here you go. Here's your stick blender. You're going to put it in. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What do you do first? You put it in the liquid, and you do what?
You burp it.
Burp it. And you're going to hold on to the side of the bowl. You're holding onto the side of the bowl. Now you may turn it on.
I'm scared. My face.
You don't have to be scared. Keep it in the bowl. There you go. Keep it in the bowl. Now we are looking for light trace.
That.
Trace is the thickness of the soap. So we want it to kind of look like pudding.
Pudding. How long do I have to hold
Takes a little while. And I want you to be watching where your arms are. You're not holding onto the side of your bowl. Can you not push the button and hold the bowl at the same time? If you can't, I will hold the bowl for you.
I can't.
Okay. Fine. Keep going. Okay, too fast. Okay, there you go. It's doing that because it's flat on the bottom. There you go. Tip it down. There you go. Keeping it in there. Keeping it in there.
Is that the bottom?
Okay. Okay, we're going to stop right here. So, where's mine?
Do you put the thing in the mold and then pour the coffee grounds on top to make it look pretty?
We can spare a few a few of the coffee grounds to go on the top. Yes, we can do that. Okay, so we're going to just throw that right in the water. So now I want you to dump in almost all of the soap. Now we have to move quickly at this point, okay? So almost all of the coffee, not all of it, but almost all of it. Most of it? Most of it? Keep going. Keep going. A little bit more. Right there, let's stop there. And I want you to stir that in, always holding the side of the bowl, because that way the bowl won't tip over. So stir that in all the way. Sorry, right in front of you. Now we have it on the edge of the bowl, so let's try to get that off the edge. Okay, let me help you. Oops, I'm sorry, I got your glove. Okay, so now before we put this in, we're going to stir this back up. Do you remember what this is?
That is the
Essential. Uh-oh, we're going to trace. Okay, let's stir that in quickly. It's got to be stirred really well, all the way. Stir all that liquid in. You see how it's white over here on the side? Mm-hmm. It's starting to trace, so we want to go quickly. Let me get a video of you doing that. Okay, not splashing, not splashing. Good. Okay, now we're ready for the mold. Now it's not all going to fit in this mold. I'm going to help you pour, okay? Let me, on the other side.
Can you hold it and I'll do it?
Yes. We're going to, I want you to smooth out the top a little bit. Not like that. I want you to, there's a big hump in the middle, so we want to spread this out. Okay, like that. See, do that. Okay, not gentle. Okay, so let's stop. Now I want you to take it and I want you to do this. What that's doing is it's getting the air bubbles out. Do it a couple more times. Okay, so we're going to let this set for just a minute, and then you are going to shape the top of the soap. Now, you have a couple of options. I think the easiest way is to use the handle and pull to the center, and then we go back on the other side and do this. Or you can just kind of swirl on the top. Which would you like to do?
Swirl.
You want to swirl? Okay, so go ahead. Now this is the hardest part of soap making. Gigi has a very hard time making a pretty top. Do you want me to show you what I mean by swirl? This is kind of a swirl. You see?
That's a swirl.
So see what you can do with it.
Like that?
Yeah. You can make it look however you want it to look.
It's not working. Not working. I wanted to do like a swirl.
No, I'm not very good at it. I'm going to tell you that.
Can I do it my way?
Do it however you want to.
Can you let me know again?
Well, then bang it on the table.
Can I hold it?
Okay. And remember that it's still got lye in it. It's not saponified completely yet.
I'll just...
Just do all one side and then go back and do the middle. This is hard, isn't it?
You have to make this over and over again?
What do you mean do it over and over again? I make soap every month. What do you think of that? Do you like it?
A little.
Do you want to do something now? Because now's the time to do it. It's not set yet. Once it sets, we're done.
What can I do?
I'm not very good at this part. I would do them a little, like you got kind of a hole there. Maybe do a little closer together.
It's getting all over my gloves.
And it's getting on your sleeve too. Okay. Are you happy with that?
Mm.
Okay, put that in there. Now you do have lye on your gloves, so we are switching gloves for you. Pull your hand out. Okay.
Wow. See, that was on my hand. Yikes.
That's right. Oh, don't use that glove. I want you to put the glove on. Not Gigi doesn't want to touch it. Oh, wait a minute. You've got stuff on your hand too. Your thumb is up here. Thumb's on top. Nope. Thumb's on top. No. Up here. There you go. Put your hand in. Put your hand in.
Mm-hmm.
This is your thumb. There you go.
Um.
You missed your finger? There you go. Okay. You're good.
What about my other?
That glove is fine. Now you wanted to sprinkle coffee on top. So go ahead and sprinkle your coffee on top. And I would not pour. I would sprinkle. Because you don't want it to be in big clumps. Try not to touch it. You're getting kind of clumpy, so not too clumpy. All right, so now we are going to put this, usually I put it in the cooler, but we've got food in the cooler. This is going to sit until tomorrow or the next day, and then we are going to cut your soap. Now, why are you taking off your glove? Are we done?
No.
No. Gloves stay on until we're done with the soap. So, what did you think? Was this scary?
No, not
No, it wasn't scary. As long as we're careful, soap making is not scary at all. Take it from 8-year-old Addison that soap making is not scary at all.
No.
All right, we're going to clean up and we'll see you in a couple days to cut the soap. So what is your initial, you like the smell? Mm-hmm. But you're unhappy with the color, huh? Mm-hmm. Your top came out really good,
yeah,
though.
I don't think it looks bad. I like it.
Okay, so let's get it out of here.
How do we get the soap out?
Well, this is a silicone mold, so we're going to pull it.
What? Oh, no.
That's all right. And then we're going to just pull it down, just like this.
It smells like coffee.
There you go. You got an end out now.
It feels like soap.
It is soap. Pull it up.
Oh my. Look how pretty it looks. There's like little dots in it from the coffee grounds, and then at the top there's little dots.
And it's got some interesting coloration right here.
Yeah, I love it. It also feels so smooth.
It is smooth. So you're happy with that now?
Yeah, I love it.
Okay, let's cut it. Now, would you like to use the smooth cutter or the crinkle cutter?
Well, have you ever used the smooth cutter?
Yes, I use both.
Yeah, I'll use both.
Okay, so you want a smooth side and a crinkled side?
Yeah.
Because it's gonna be one. You're holding that right in front of my face with my YouTube friends. Okay, so. If you use both, then one side will be crinkly and one side will be smooth.
I want to do crinkly. Whoa. So.
Okay, wait a minute.
What about this part right here?
That we can break off. So, when we're cutting our soap and the lighting is not good, we're going to lay it on its side because we don't want to mess up your top. So we're going to lay it on its side.
So smooth.
And we're going to start here at the end, and you're just going to slip it right in and push it down.
What?
What do you think?
Oh.
That's okay.
Look. I made this.
Look at the camera, not the lens. Very cool. I like the center. Okay, cut another one. Now, do you want to still continue with the crinkle cut?
Should I, or should I do like...
I like it to be the same.
Okay, then I'll do the same.
Well, wait a minute. Here's a good example. Here's a crinkle cut side with a smooth side. You like it one of each? Mm-hmm. So you want to do smooth?
But I already did that.
That's all right. It'll be fine. Careful the camera, please. Now you're out of the shot.
I know.
So you like this?
Yeah, I like it.
Oh, I like this one. How's it smell?
It smells relaxing like coffee.
Look at this center. Right here.
Wow, like it's like light and then it's like dark and stuff.
Show it to the camera. There you go. Good. Okay, cut another one. So this time you're going to cut with the crinkle side.
Yeah. I have to get on my knees again. Ooh.
That just means there's a little, sit down. So all this means is there's just a little section where we didn't mix in the coffee good. But that's okay. I think it gives it a cool swirl, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay, so now which one do you use? And you, wait a minute, you want to make sure it's pushed all the way to the end.
So, see, I thought the soap was to be just like little, and I was like, what? Guess it.
Okay, wait a minute. What have you forgot? There you go.
I got this. I can do it by myself.
Okay, I'm not helping.
Don't help me, Gigi.
Not helping. It did come out good. I'm really happy with it.
I said don't help me.
Okay, I'm not helping. Whoops, that's me not helping.
At least it's all put together, not like how we started off. You know what I mean?
When it was liquid?
Yeah, that would be really, really bad. It has so many.
You like that?
There we go. The lighting's better now.
There, that's better. So yeah, now the lighting's better. So I didn't put the lights on today
Because it's so hot.
because it is 92 degrees in the house today, so I didn't want the lights. Now Addison mentioned where I got my mold, and I got that from Amazon, which the link is in the box below. Now, what do you think of your soap?
Smells relaxing.
Smells relaxing because coffee makes you relax, huh?
Well, makes my mom relax.
Makes your mom relax. Now, was soap making hard?
No.
No.
Only, well, there's a lot of ingredients, but it's like really easy.
Mm-hmm. And is it scary?
No.
It's not scary
As
at all?
long as you know the safety.
And you follow the rules and you do it right.
I'm gonna choose.
It's not scary at all.
I want my mom to have a special one.
Okay, well you pick out the one for your mom and we will mark it for her. Whoops, do not kick my camera or you will be buying me a new one.
I'm gonna stand up the ones I think that I want for my mom. The coffee grounds. These are real coffee grounds too.
That's right. And what do the coffee grounds do for the soap?
Yeah.
Do you know?
No, I don't.
The coffee grounds are used for the soap as an exfoliant. So an exfoliant rubs off the dead skin cells on your skin so your skin looks bright and fresh.
I'm going to use that on my feet.
Yes, good idea on her feet. So you have a lot of dead skin cells on your feet?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Because I don't wear socks. I want.
There we go, see. Well friends, as always, I really appreciate you for watching and sticking around to the very end. I want to emphasize that soap making is not scary. While you definitely want to be careful, it's not scary at all. As always, we'd love it if you'd hit that subscribe button and become a member of the Kowalski Mountain family. Thanks so much. See you next time.
Bye.